on behalf of our Navarro College Board of Trustees and our chairman, who's with us this evening, please greet Mr. Phil Judson. Our Vice Chairman, Todd McGraw, our Secretary-Treasurer, who's here with us this evening, please greet Mr. Richard Aldama. Trustees Buster Atkinson and Trustee Faith Holt, who's with us this evening, please greet her. Trustees Lauren Seeley and Kim Wyatt. The First Lady of Navarro College, please greet her, Liz Fagan. Our outstanding faculty and staff that we have throughout our entire Navarro College district, and most importantly, our Navarro College alumni and students. We collectively welcome all of you here this evening, and most importantly, we collectively congratulate you, our Police Academy students, soon-to-be graduates. I want to take this opportunity to thank our Police Academy faculty, staff, and administration for your professionalism, your dedication, and your ability to adapt and change to ensure that our cadets are fully prepared as they enter their career field. Cadets, I ask you now to please stand and join me in a round of applause for your Police Academy faculty, staff, and administration. We are entering the final 2 weeks of celebrating our 75th anniversary at Navarro College. And throughout this academic year, we've had the opportunity to look back at a number of significant events that have helped to create, shape, and define the first 75 years of Navarro College and our history, tradition, legacy, and values. And while there's been a lot of diversity among those significant events, there has been one commonality among all of those, and that is Navarro College has had extraordinary individuals who have been a part of those significant events and who have created, shaped, and defined our first 75 years. There's been no group of individuals any more extraordinary throughout our first 75 years than the faculty, the staff, the administrators, and most importantly, the alumni and students of our Police Academy. Individuals who have worked to empower themselves to change their lives by preparing for a career. And in doing so, they allow other individuals to lead more productive lives, and in some cases, they have given their life to save the lives of others. We could not be more proud of a group of students than we are of our Police Academy graduates. So graduates, or soon-to-be graduates, I want you to remember the following. You will always represent in general the history, the tradition, the legacy, and the values of Navarro College, and specifically of this Police Academy program. And as you continue to pursue both your personal and professional goals, remember to always do so with a great deal of Bulldog pride. Again, on behalf of the entire Bulldog family, we congratulate you on your academic accomplishments and soon-to-be graduates of the Navarro College Police Academy. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here tonight. We certainly appreciate your attendance. We definitely appreciate our president and our our Board of Trustees being here, being present, and their support. Thank you so much. Tonight, at this time, I want to take a moment to recognize our active and retired military personnel. So if you are active or former military, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the sacrifice that you made to get us where we are today in our country. Now, some of you may wind up standing again, so I want to recognize the retired and current law enforcement that are in the room. So if you are a current law enforcement officer or a former law enforcement officer, retired law enforcement, please stand at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. So it's one of my tasks to find a guest speaker for this event. Every year, or actually twice a year, I have to come up with a guest speaker. It is becoming more and more difficult to find people to stand here and give a challenge or a exhortation to these newly or soon-to-be graduated cadets. But this year, I am honored to have my chief, Chief Hank Bailey, of the Navarro College Department of Public Safety, be our guest speaker for tonight. Chief Bailey, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you I'm not as smooth as Dr. Fagan is behind the microphone, so please bear with me. Thank you for that introduction, Lieutenant. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud to be the Navarro College Police Chief. I took on this role in September of 2020, and I'm proud to be here tonight. My speech will be brief, if not short. I have a little experience as a police officer, but sometimes the word experience can just be substituted as old, you know. So before I begin, I want to recognize the other police chiefs, sheriffs, department administrators that we have here in the room tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, these graduating officers may not realize what it means to them tonight for you taking your time to be here, but as their career grows, they will appreciate that you took the time to be here for them tonight. Thank you again for being here. To the men and women graduating here tonight, you should also be thankful to your instructors who put forth the time and effort to get you where you are tonight. It's not their full-time job. Most of them work their regular job and then they come here as an instructor. They do it because they want to. Okay? So you should be thankful that they took the time to get you where you are tonight. I was fortunate enough to teach in the police academy here at Navarro College for many years. Here is one of my students. Okay? So blame me or blame him. I don't know what to tell you. But like I said before, I have a lot of experience as a police officer, and I became a police officer the hard way. I went to 3 different schools after work and at night and on my vacation days for 2 years. I started as a reserve for the Navarro County Sheriff's Department, and for those of you that don't know what a reserve is, that's a guy who works for free. Okay? Isn't that right? So I then went to work full-time in 1993 for the Navarro County Sheriff's Office. I then worked for over a decade as a patrol officer. I became a detective, and then I finally retired from the Sheriff's Department as captain over the patrol division. I was very fortunate to have some great mentors as fellow police officers. I came to work for Navarro College in 2015. So far I have 35 years of experience. There again, experience equals old. So tonight, my real question to you, why do you want to become a police officer? Are you doing it for the money? Are you doing it because it's cool? Some may not think so. Someone in your family a police officer? Or did someone encourage you because they saw greatness in you? I hope so. I see greatness in all of you for taking on this challenge. But as we say in Navarro College, I see greatness in you for looking for that opportunity to excel as a police officer. Being a police officer today is a challenge due to the negative publicity brought on by such a small fraction of our profession. And we can be judged by those other person's mistakes. What does it take to achieve greatness? Honesty, integrity, which means doing the right thing when others may disagree with you. You must dedicate yourself to the profession of law enforcement by being knowledgeable, fair, and a leader, whether you're the new guy on the shift or the police chief. Being a police officer may become a personal hardship. You will find that your circle of friends will become smaller and some may become very distant. But I encourage you not to fall into the trap of just having friends who are police officers. Explore yourself as a person and never stop learning. Never stop learning. As you strive to achieve your own greatness and success, you will face obstacles in your path, I assure you, such as your first field training officer, your first retired on-duty supervisor. You're going to find one, I promise. Our negative employee that's at work, or your first police car. Ladies and gentlemen, the new guys don't get the best equipment. I hope you know that. Okay? My first assigned patrol car was a 1992 Crown Vic. It had a lot of experience. It came fully loaded. The first day I went out there and opened the door, I got stung by 2 yellow jackets before I could figure out where they were coming from, okay? So my car was fully loaded. I was and still am fortunate enough to work with some great officers. We learn from our mistakes and from each other. I had some great supervisors at times, some that left me alone, let me do my job, and some that say, well, let's just say they didn't let me explore my potential, okay? But you know, I learned something from each and every one of them. You should always look for those challenges in this manner. Never stop learning. Even if it's a negative, you're going to learn how to make that a positive in your path to success. In your career, I hope you're as lucky as I have been. I never wrecked a patrol car until 2021. I'm not talking about that. In my career, I caught bank robbers. I was on the SWAT team for 20 years. I was involved in many critical incidents. I was the lead detective on capital murder cases. I worked a lot of sexual assault cases. I worked a lot of them. And property crime cases. But most of all, I felt like I was trusted by the other officers in my group. I have lots of memories, lots of great stories, and I wish all of that for you in your future. This job, this profession, it has its difficult side. Starts with the knowledge that you must retain to be able to make those critical decisions in seconds when others may take weeks to decide if you did the right thing. Again, never stop learning. Never. And tonight, if you think you know it all because you're about to graduate from the police academy, you don't. Trust me, your education is just beginning. Lean on and learn from your field training officers. These officers have the knowledge to help you if you let them. Some of your field training officers, you won't like them. They're demanding, condescending, difficult, if not impossible to please. Their job is to keep you alive during the difficult weeks of training. Pay attention to them. These officers are depending on you to be your best. Someday, after you're off training, they may need you as backup in a critical incident, and they need to know that you're ready for that moment. That's why they're going to be hard on you. Not because they don't like you, They want to bring out the best in you. I had some of those field training officers. All of those men became special in my life. We don't always talk or hang out, but I know they're my friends and partners for life. When I started my own FTO duties, I was pretty hard on the new men and women. Not all of them made it through the program. Some of the officers that did go on to be great patrol officers later told me and confirmed that they had learned a great deal from me and thanked me for it. I enjoyed that era in my career. Ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, this job can consume you if you let it. If you do not have a strong faith and support from your family and your employer, you can get lost. The first time you work a fatality accident, the first time you respond to a child's death, those can be with you always. I speak from experience because I still remember those incidents clearly. Back to my original question, why did you become a police officer? I hope you find your answer, because I believe I found mine after 35 years of service, and I'll share a little bit of it with you. In my career, I often spoke to high school students, and I met a few that I thought would make great police officers. I had success recruiting some of those young men and women, and I can count several that I believe became officers at my encouragement. One of my successes showed his greatness this year. And I'm not taking credit at all for his success. He's a great person. He's had many great mentors in his life. He's worked for several different agencies. So he has learned and became the man he is. Anyway, February of this year, I received an email from a young man that now works for the United States Secret Service. He was the lead officer on the largest fraud case in Secret Service history of the Houston field office, and the second largest case in the United States. So he sent me a picture and he sent me a note. It said, "Hank, just wanted to reach out and let you know I am representing Navarro County proudly. This wouldn't be possible without you and the county giving me the opportunity to get my start in law enforcement. I am forever grateful for your guidance you gave me as a young man. Hope all is well with you and your family. Stay safe, sir." Now, I knew that young man when he was in junior high and high school, and we had great conversations. This young man got his start right here at the Navarro College Police Academy. And he's gone on to make all of us proud. I promised you my speech would be short. I'll close with this. I hope the person that influenced you to achieve your greatness is someday humbled by this same type of message from you. May God bless you, and you have great luck in the future and find your greatness on your path to success. Thank you.
At this time, would the cadets that are lighting the candles please step over to the table? When I took over the police academy in 2016, I was tasked with coming up with a police academy graduation ceremony. And the previous ceremonies were extremely short from my understanding, and so we felt like we wanted to do something a little more special. And so we came up with the candle lighting ceremony. The white candle represents integrity. The color itself has symbolized purity for many years. It is absent of stain or flaw. As a police officer, you must have integrity. You will be faced with many opportunities to tarnish your character or your position. In those times where you will rely on your integrity to get you through without blemish. The gold candle represents professionalism and ethics. The color gold has always been associated with highly valued items or qualities. In law enforcement, professionalism and ethics are two such characteristics being sought now more than ever. It will be important for you to be professional in every action and reaction during your career. You must hold yourself to the highest standard possible. The black candle. This candle represents all of those who have worn the uniform and given the ultimate sacrifice. This is the unfortunate reality in which we live. The job is dangerous at times, dark at times, and deadly at times. Edmund Burke said, "All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing." You are good men and women. You are answering the call to defeat evil and allow good to triumph. However, the reality is it may cost some of you your life. The blue candle. The blue candle represents the brotherhood of the police service. This is something that many people will not and cannot understand. It is the unspoken, underlying bond that ties every police officer in this nation together. Perhaps it is best described by the words of William Shakespeare in Henry V. "From this day till the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he who today sheds his blood with me will be my brother." Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we will have the presentation of the Police Academy Awards.
Okay, the first award tonight is named for the former coordinator who succumbed to cancer several years ago, Jason Westmoreland. It is awarded to the highest academic student in each class. For the Waxahachie Night class, which I think it bears mentioning, has been going on now for 10 and a half months. The student with the highest grade point average is David Ingram. David Ingram. Again, for the Corsicana Day class, which started in January, again, the Jason Westmoreland Academic Achievement Award, and this was kind of a first for those of you who are horse race fans. He won it wire to wire, day one to day last. Joshua Thornburg. All right. The Brent Thompson Award is named after Brent Thompson. Brent Thompson was a son of Corsicana, attended Navarro College, worked for the Navarro College Police, and on July 7th, 2016, he was ambushed and killed in the city of Dallas as a DART police officer, along with four Dallas police officers. This award is for leadership and is awarded to each class. The Waxahachie Night class, Brent Thompson Leadership Award is awarded to Michael Hill. And the last award, again, for the Corsicana Day class, the Brent Thompson Leadership Award is awarded to Daniel Ibarra. All right. At this time, we will award the certificates, and we have the pleasure tonight of many of these cadets have already have jobs. They've received jobs, and we have police chiefs, assistant chiefs, constables, sheriffs, everybody else here that will either pin them or provide them with their certificates. So at this time, if I could get the executive chief that I saw come in from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department, I think, Tarrant County SO. I'll get him to come forward. I don't know what his name is. And we'd like to welcome Chief Reyes and Chief Richardson, who are here tonight representing Sheriff Bill Wayborn of the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department. The first graduate, Jabril Al-Jaradi, Tarrant County Sheriff's Department Deputy Sheriff. Congratulations. And Chiefs, if I could get you to just hang up here a minute, y'all got a few more to do. If I could get Hutchins Police Lieutenant Puckett, Hutchins Chief Police, or Lieutenant Puckett, the next graduate, again from the Waxahachie Night class, Hutchins Police Officer Jennifer Cristobal. Congratulations. Dana Crump. All right, again, the next graduate from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Sheriff Jacob Garcia. Congratulations. At this time, if I could get Chief of Police from Midlothian, Texas, Chief Carl Smith, to come forward. Again, the next graduate from the Waxahachie Night class, Midlothian Police Officer Cameron Getty. Congratulations. All right. And back to Tarrant County. The next graduate, I can't just call his name. He can add this to his list of accomplishments. I've known Richard for over 20 years. Tarrant County Sheriff's Department Deputy Richard Giebel. The next graduate, former Irving Police Department jailer, and as of today, Alvarado police officer, Michael Hill. And Police Chief Teddy Mays sends his regrets. He couldn't be here, but he said he's doing the budget to get you a raise. What he said. Again, Tarrant County Deputy Sheriff Cameron Iglesias. Congratulations. Tarrant County Deputy Sheriff David Ingram. Tarrant County Deputy Sheriff Donald Nguyen. Tarrant County Deputy Sheriff Elmer Perez. And last, from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department, Deputy Sheriff Christian Vigil. Thank you, Chief. That's 8 for the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. In law enforcement, we call that a pattern. Next will be the Corsicana Day class, the first graduate, James Dallas Cole. At this time, if I could have Chief John Dinsmore, the Chief of Police of Athens, Texas, come forward. The next graduate, Athens Police Officer Rodolfo de la Cruz. Next graduate, David DJ Hollywood. Graduate, Daniel Ibarra. Graduate, Juan Luna. At this time, if I could please have him come forward. Smith County Constable from Precinct 1, Constable Curtis Traylor Harris. You didn't think I saw you back there. From the Smith County Constable's Office, Precinct 1, Rebecca Massey. Graduate, Derek Morales. At this time, I'd like to call up two very important dignitaries, are Ashton and Noah here. Ashton and Noah. Graduate, Crystal Ramirez. Thanks, guys. At this time, if I could call up from the Lacey Lakeview Police Department, former Navarro College student and Corporal Drake Hawkins. Lacey Lakeview Police Officer Nathan Rodriguez. Graduate, Inell Roman. This time I'd like to call up one of the instructors that Chief Bailey was talking about that works, Captain Melanie Cagle from the Navarro County Sheriff's Department. Deputy Sheriff Dylan Thompson. Or do. Graduate Joshua Thornburg. Graduate Myra Wells.
At this time, I think the Tarrant County representatives were going to, are y'all going to swear in before we leave? No? Okay, all right. Okay. Then at this time, Class 121 and 122, will you stand? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another round of applause for their accomplishment. Classes 121 and 122, you are dismissed. Congratulations. Yeah.